Hey, alright. It is time for the return of Diamond in the Rough. Because this man, he takes things that look like shit and he polishes them and makes you realize there's diamonds underneath. This man here is an absolute legend and he finds a way. Of course, we are going to turn our camera off while casting the game until me lighting setup. In a few days, we'll be back to the normal setup. But of course, moved into the new place to see how it's going. And a nice kind message. Power through. Hey, yeah, Ruff, of course, I talked about this last year and early this year where Ruff was having some injuries and things with his back and stuff that he was struggling with. And he's been really open about it on Twitter. But he's still been trying to push out that content. He's been just working hard and kicking ass. This is the one and only Ruff. Up here in the top right, in the blue, the Protoss player. Comes out with some nice words, but I gotta say, when people say stuff like that to me, I do get a little bit suspicious that they then might build 6 cannons in my base. This guy, though, looks like a pretty normal build. It's a gate gas. It is Prime Porner. Of course, owner, a prime owner. I like to say pawn, though. Pure pawnage. Of course, it is pure ownage, but yeah. Probe's going to come in and have a bit of a harassment. So for those who are unfamiliar with the show, basically Ruff is an insanely good Terran who does some of the most jank-ass builds you've ever seen in your life. Now, if he gets his gas stolen, I think that might disrupt him quite a bit. Whoa! Is that a 1 SCV surround? This probe! Oh my god, he was stuck! Prime Porner comes back and he's like, why the fuck are you stuck on a single SCV, you absolute gronk? The pro's like, I was trying to move through him, but he was blocking me. They're like, really? Really? We've got spaceships and teleportation, but you can't figure out how to go around a fucking SCV who's drilling your face off? He's like, it's not in the algorithm. You're like, oh, you little fuckwit. Does turn around and have a bit of a fight here. Behind us, is that a Marauder? Oh, okay. Marauder expand. This is a cute opening. Maybe rally a Hellion with it. Marauders to take out Stalkers, Hellions to take out Probes. Show me what you got. Command Center does go down on the low ground. Factory. Oh, it's going to be... No, Marauder Cyclone. Very cute. Meanwhile, Prime Porner is going to go for a proxy pylon on the other side of the map. Thank you very much, Philippa Flapjack, for the 31-month, 31-bit cheer, by the way. Thank you, dude. We've got a Stalker out, another Stalker on the way. It's a very defensive setup so far, but what are we doing over here? Because are we going to see like a Stargate and just like a super random late Oracle? No, it's a Robo. Oh my. So it's going to be a few Stalkers for defense, probing up, and then maybe build a few gateways here and just do a big bust. Yeah, okay. It's just going to be like a Prism, maybe a Prism and Immortal and a bunch of gateway units and then try to get in the main, but... I mean, Ruff builds a lot of units early. He's even building a bunker blind and just putting Marauders. This is Ruff's like, I don't scout, I just make safety. And you're like, okay, cool. He's gonna try and make a Widow Mine. The Cyclone's gonna go out and have a look around. He's got an armory on the way. That does mean these Widow Mines will be invisible. Cyclone's like, hey, let's just look around, make sure there's nothing near our base, but he doesn't know about the proxy. Another gateway goes down at home, and it looks like he wants to put down one more. Oh, that's 4 gates. And he's already stopped probing at just 32 workers. He's building a couple more now after getting the gateways down. But this is a huge commitment to an attack. Now I wonder, is it an Immortal first or is it just straight Warp Prism into the main? It's going to be an Immortal first. I do like that. I think that's probably the better way to do this. There's just so little production here. I mean, if the attack came really early and runs into the Widow Mine in the bunker, it's fine. But if they elevate onto the high ground, I don't know how you could possibly defend as Ruff. Ruff has no information. He's only building Widow Mines one at a time out of a Tech Lab factory. That's not going to cut it. If he can get a round or two of Widow Mines off the reactor, maybe. But I imagine he's probably going to be building Hellions. Ooh, he's making Drilling Claws, actually. And you know what? Widow Mine in the main. If that hits the Warp Prism, that could be a second Immortal. And now it's Twilight Council? What the fudge is this build order? Oh my god, Prime Porner is going to be going for like charge as well with this, I think, and hitting really late. Or maybe that's just for the follow-up if this attack doesn't work. Wait, 2 Immortals, an Observer. Oh, the Observer's going to be really good for killing those Widow Mines. Ruff will have to kill the Observer if he wants to stop this army, because those Immortals are going to bust this bunker so quickly. If these Widow Mines just die without actually firing, he's in trouble. And yeah, it is charge. And then if Zealots get in your main, you're in... Oh no. Ruff still completely in the dark, just chilling. He's like, that's cool. I'm just making drilling claws, slowly meching up here on 2 factories, having a chill time. Oh my god, 0 information. He's building a missile turret. That could help him kill the Observer. Observer's going in. And Prime Pawner here setting up for what looks like a super fast, cheesy rush. No defense at home. No map vision as well. He's just sitting in the corner of the map. What if Hellions ran in right now, mate? Absolutely no defense. Is going for a super late Immortal Century Stalker push. Is going to be waiting for charge and even more gateways. This is a bizarre play. I think Pawner knows that Ruff just plays super defensive and just sits at home for the early game of this match. I think, honestly, Prime Pawner's like, I know he's just going to try to get Mech Army. I'm going to go kill him with his big push. But I don't know if it's the right push. Because Ruff's staying on 2 base. He's even building 2 starports now. He's going to try to get Banshees, I think. And there's Widow Mines trying to cover this entire main base. And with a tank, 2 Marauders, 4 Widows, you can't get through this, surely. I think these Widow Mines... Oh, there is a small hole where units could be elevated. And actually, look at that. Hallucination. Oh, tanks to hallucinate. Immortals get in there. The Prism pulls back. That Cyclone takes 2 shots, 3 shots, and it's gone. Ooh, and look at that. It's just ferrying the units in. SCVs can't fight this. Those tanks, Marauders, everything trying to come up. The Marauders have not come, actually. They're still in the bunker. A Widow Mine does fire. Doesn't quite pick it up in time. Trying to ferry all these units up. And uh-oh, the Widow Mines are starting to fire. But you know what? There's Zealots and Stalkers. No, they don't unload. The last Widow Mine takes out the Prism. Oh my god, that Observer needs to move forward. Prime Pawner, no! You gotta get back. Okay, it's just 1 Immortal and a Sentry left. This has not been able to kill Ruff. Ruff survived, but is it enough? That's the question. He just lost 20 SCVs. So he's got mules. There's not a great economy for the Protoss. Protoss is taking even more gateways right now, but he's not warping in. Oh, okay, no, there we go. Zealots are warping in. Oh, if Prime Pawner just takes a few more bases, can take a big economic lead. But I think we're identifying what sort of Protoss player this is. This is the sort of Protoss player who sees a glory hole and just jams himself into it, you know? It's scary movie stars like, whoa, let's see what's in here. You're like, no! Just like, you know, this player wants to go hard, and I don't think... Okay, he's going to take a 3rd now, but let's be real. You can tell from the Zealots and Immortals being made on the front, 100% this player absolutely will not be able to contain himself. There are some players who are allergic to defending, and you know, they usually don't have control groups. Let's check. Has 3 Sentries and 3 Zealots on a control group. It's a bit of an... So the army is not being control groups as it warps in, so I think this is a player who just like boxes everything and throws it on control groups. Yeah, whole army on 1 plus Warp Prism also separately on 2. So it's like I totally use control groups. I press select all army and then I put it on 1, and I'm like, that's basically the exact same thing as just using F2. So, but I also put my Warp Prism on number 2, and I'm like, But you know what? The 3rd base up, probing, resuming. There's still that 3rd base is a big opportunity to get ahead. Now, there's a fusion core and +2 ship weapons on the way. So Ruff is enough of a madman. He's like, yes, I will turret myself in on 2 base and then go battle cruisers before the 3rd command center starts, but he's going to immediately follow it up with double battle cruiser transition. He's got a Thor, a spread of Widow Mines. Oh, it's a shame there's no turrets in the main to get rid of that Observer. It sees everything, right? Oh, did you see that? He's using the Thor splash to kill the Observer, but he's not able to do it. He's trying to get it. Oh, it's so hard. How the fuck is that not hitting? There we go. He got it. He got it. He got it. Oh, he got it with the splash. I've never seen anyone do that. He just used a Thor attacking his barracks to kill an Observer without detection. That is so... I've never seen anyone do that before. That is so fucking cool. It took him a little while to center it because the barracks is so fat. It's hard to figure out where the Thor's hitting it. But that was actually super sick. Once again, Ruff shows us his galaxy brain with his attention to detail. 41 SCVs, only 50 probes. So the Protoss, I thought he was allergic to defending, but look at this. He's just sitting there. 0 map vision whatsoever. And is now going into Stalkers and Disruptors. I am absolutely at a loss to understand what this Protoss' game plan is. I think he's like, can you please move out and take a 3rd so I can go? Oh, he sees the Widow Mines coming forward. Is he gonna go for it? I think he's gonna go. Yeah. This protrusion on the map, I mean, it's not just the pleats of the Protoss build order, guys. Let's be real. That is a monumental bit of Protoss excitement. He's about to try and thrust. Hallucinations take a few of the Widow Mines. He's got to spread the Zealots against the Widow Mines to make this work. Can the Zealots do it? Can the Zealots do it? Oh, he's trying to spread off individual Zealots, which is a bit... Oh, takes a few big mine shots. But hey, tanks are on the low ground. He didn't leave any tanks on the high ground. Oh no, Ruff, lift it, get it out of there. There's not much anti-air. I think he can save the command center. The battle cruisers, though, he says, you know what? I'm probably dead. The battle cruisers need to go knock out his production, his economy. The battle cruisers fly out into the main base. He's clicking on the cyber core to kill the anti-air production. Oh, Ruff, realizing this game's going to get absolutely mad. He's clicking on that cyber core, the battle cruisers. But I think there might already be enough stalkers. And look at that, another big stalker warp in time. If he blinks on that, he's going to get at least one more. And oh no, Ruff should be dead. He kills the cyber core, but that can just be rebuilt at any moment. Yes, there's 2 more battle cruisers on the way, but this one's going to even die, potentially. I would actually just fight that. Yamato's a stalker. That's not enough. Oh, he can only shoot 2 stalkers at a time. Okay, that's not a good fight for Prime Pawner. Prime Pawner should pull back and does. Still hasn't rebuilt the cyber core. As I said, you can see he just can't contain himself. He's going in and fighting it. He could even micro up against the edge and hit it with 3 stalkers or 4 at a time. But Prime Pawner is clearly a player who just is like, ugh, I gotta fucking run in there. You know, you're like, okay, let's just take a deep breath and assess the situation. And you turn back and he's already jumped out of the trench and is charging headfirst into the enemy machine gun nest. This is that sort of Protoss player. Zero regard for his own safety. But he's still way ahead. If he can take a 4th and a 5th, he should be so far ahead that he's unkillable. He's still just hanging in this bottom corner with this army, which is so bizarre. But I guess he's just saying, I'll just deny your 3rd all game. You know what? A planetary is erecting. 0 map vision for Prime Pawner. And he's not going to get it before the planetary finishes, I don't think. Battle cruisers are going across the map to do more harassment. Prime Pawner's coming in. If he can get it before the planetary is done, that will be big. Uh-oh. Ruff's in trouble right now. If he loses this base again, he's so far behind economically. And look at the spready. The spready's pretty good. The disruptor shot's not the greatest. Prime Pawner, though, oh, he gets a big one up there. It takes out like 5 Widow Mines. He's going to send another disruptor shot in. The Zealots doing what they can, but the battle cruisers teleport home. All the disruptors go down before they can recall. Mass repair goes down. These Widow Mines are going to burrow. He's got to be careful he doesn't kill too many SCVs. You know what? A good hold for Ruff. Planetary does take a while to erect. But if you get enough SCVs or giving a bit of a reach around there, they do manage to help get it up, survive. The Widow Mines, of course, being very important there. +3 attack, building armor on the way as well. It's going to help in the future. And the Protoss player, who's had all the map and all the freedom in the world, is only now going to think to take another base and start a forge. This player, I think, is going to be a little bit stuck in that low economy game. I feel like was such a good position after that first push killed 20 SCVs and is still ahead. But we're at that point where I see +3 attack battle cruisers massing up. And we're dealing with 0-0 blink stalkers. And I start to worry about the longevity of this situation, right? Because if those battle cruisers can harass our economy down, only 54 probes, it's such a weak economy. The Protoss could easily be at 70, 80, 90 probes by now. And if you attack into Widow Mines and planetaries and that sort of stuff, you're going to be in big trouble. There's more Widow Mines building. So the idea here is if your battle cruisers are just hard to deal with, they can Yamato Archons, gun down Stalkers. The Stalkers need to all jump on the battle cruisers and focus fire them. But if there's Widow Mines underneath and you blink onto Widow Mines, holy shit, you're going to have a bad time. So Prime Pawner here with another big assault. If he can get rid of this 3rd, the game is pretty much in the bag. He's up 50 supply, double the army. As long as these Zealots take all the Widow Mines, the Stalkers should be more than enough to kill these battle cruisers. They blink forward. A few Widow Mines go off, but mostly on the Zealots. The battle cruisers are in trouble. That planetary, it is doing a good bit of damage. A few more Widow Mines go off, but there's still so many of these Protoss units. These Stalkers, though, not focus firing. There we go. They run forward. They start to focus fire. The SCV's trying to repair the BCs, though. Good micro by Ruff. He's pulling them back. The planetary with armor just will not go down. It's got 5 armor. It will not die. He's trying to go forward. He's cooking the planetary. Prime Pawner, I told you. Oh my god. Oh my god. He just shoves his army into the glory hole and finds that there's actually just, it's scary movie style, dude. He gets chopped to bits. That was the worst possible angle to attack. And now throws away that double army supply lead. He's still got a big economy lead. Is it going to be enough, though, after losing all those Stalkers? I don't know. There's too many battle cruisers. They teleport in. He says, hey, you don't have the anti-air. Prime Pawner doesn't have the money right now. His army's on the wrong side of the map. Yes, he's going to recall that, but where? It's in his natural. It's a decent Archon count. I don't know if there's enough units, though. That is +3 battle cruisers. Look at how quickly they kill units. Oh my god, they are doing 11 damage a shot, and they shoot once every 0.16 seconds. So that's right, they shoot over 6 times a second. Oh my god, the Archons just disappear. Ruff holds on. An epic hold in his third, and now look at this shit. Yeah, he just clicks on the shield battery. He's like, overcharge can't heal itself. Goodbye, Archons. Goodbye everything. And Ruff there with an epic hold. Let's check the units lost. This is going to be so disgusting. Almost 3 times as, about what, 2.5 times as efficient. 16,000 versus 7,000. Actually, sorry, in total, it is actually that bad, right? Yeah, more than twice as efficient there. 9,400 to 21,600. Oh my god, look at this waste, right? A Thor, quite a few Widow Mines, 26. A Cyclone, 3 tanks, 3 battle cruisers, and of course the 35 SCVs. The Proto Sign, it's like 42 Stalkers, 49 Zealots, 6 Archons, 2 Immortals, 3 Prisms, 4 Disruptors, 7 Sentries. Holy shit, Prime Porner has just got his army control card revoked because he just threw far too many units into a Planetary Widow Mine mass repair defense. GG, well played there. Ruff holds the wall and holds firm, manages to hang on. GG, well played.